Elena, Johnny, Patrick, help me
Everyone.
welcome onto the program. Steven, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic morning.
We sure are.
So far, so
Yeah,
good.
just a little south of you. It feels good today, Steven, does it not? I don't know. How's it feel up there? Because the weather up here, like late October, it's balmy right now. It's almost like
I
70
don't know.
outside.
It's warm.
70 degrees
Yeah,
Fahrenheit, sorry.
yeah, it's pretty warm up here as well, guys. It's pretty warm. I'm in a t-shirt right now, so I'm pretty good.
Dude, I'm jealous. I'm like looking at you, and honestly, I'm starting to sweat a little bit under the lights here. But I figured I had to pull this out of the closet. But
Yeah,
hey,
nice
man,
shirt, nice jacket for sure.
I appreciate that. Thank you. We love a good starter find. You know, when we can find some old starter
Love the
stuff.
old starter stuff. Yep.
Yeah, especially like I got next up is an Ed Jovanowski jersey. I think
Oh boy.
Mhm.
really throw
Oh,
it
nice.
back, really throw it back. But hey, let's just get started and jump right into it. And honestly, we always like to talk about where you came from to get to this point. So for you, how long has it been since Cards with Coffee has opened?
It's been just over 2 years now. We've been open. We're located it's Coffee with Cards. So I know you guys made that mistake. It's okay, but so we are located in Grimsby, Ontario. So we are a coffee shop slash sports card shop. We actually roast our own coffee beans as well. So we bring a little bit of a different atmosphere to a card shop in general. It started, like I said, 2 years ago, but I've been doing this. I got back into collecting around 2018 during the World Cup because I'm a big Luka Modric collector, and started getting into the soccer breaks and stuff, and then started doing it from home. Worked with a group before, and eventually open to a store. I was doing this in my basement for 2 years and then got into a store. So it's been a challenge, but it's been fun a lot too. So super excited about what the future holds with the hobby in general anyways.
Yeah, for sure. And what's some of the differences you've seen in terms of, unlike some people we talk to, they started in the pandemic, of course. You started
Yeah,
a little bit before, but obviously your store coming in 20, if I'm doing the math correctly, like 22, 21,
21,
22.
21,
Okay,
21.
so in 21.
Yeah.
So I mean, just in that short span of you getting back into it and then you having the store, just what's it been like from that perspective of where the hobby is at right now?
Yeah, so when it came to 2018, I actually did my very first sports card expo as well. I set up with a couple of friends, and we were actually the only soccer guys there. We only had only soccer cards there. It's usually all hockey there at the sports card expo. But the expo itself at that time was growing really big because Luka Doncic was coming in around that time. That was his rookie year. I remember his prisms were selling for like 50 Canadian, 60 Canadian base prisms. PSA 10s were selling for 250. I wish I bought more at that time, but I did buy a couple, so I'm not gonna lie. Zion was coming in big. John Morant as well. All that rookie class from 1920 was coming in as well. So it was. I saw the hype there. I really saw a big change coming in then, especially with like that big sale with the LeBron RPA. I think it was that really kicked it off. I think it was back in 2018 or 19 that really kicked it off for basketball in general in Canada. So now when you come to the Toronto Sports Card Expo, you kind of see a very good variety of sports
Yeah,
all around now, from football to basketball to soccer. Um, it's growing. We got into two halls now. It's instead of one hall. So it's like I said, it's the transition from when I started till now. It's unbelievable, right? So like I think a lot of us would say that this market is crazy how it jumped so high, and then now it's kind of, I feel like it's leveled off. I don't feel like it's dead. There are still billions of dollars in the industry. People have invested. So I see it flattening out, but there's going to be certain spikes here and there with certain products and players as well coming up.
for sure.
Yep.
And we'll get to the Toronto Card Expo because I definitely want to talk about that.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
No, oh my God, don't be sorry. No, no, no. You no sorry,
Don't
no sorry.
apologize
Do
to
not
him.
apologize to
Okay.
me. No apologizing. But
It's the
I
Canadian me, guys. It's the Canadian me.
yeah.
You guys are always so nice.
You got, I know, right? Just so classy. I appreciate that though. It makes me feel better. But I just want to get back to what was the thought behind obviously setting yourself apart, making yourself different, that you're not just a card shop, you're a coffee shop too. I mean, I guess take us through that process where you're like, well, was it like, how can we stand out, or let's merge these two things that are great together? What was that kind of like?
So it was it was a different. I was sitting actually at a coffee shop one day, and I thought about this process, and I'm like, you know what, this would be a good way for guys, not only when they want to, it's a safe place. We wanted to think of a safe place and an enjoyable place for guys to come and do trades or buy and sell their cards, right? That was our main goal, and to be different, because a lot of the card shops here in Canada, or around the GTA, I don't know where you guys are, where you're from, exactly how card shops are, but a lot of them kind of, the one I used to go to used to look like an old, cafeteria, right? Like it had like the cafeteria tables and stuff. That's the older generation of guys too. It's different back then too, right? These guys have been around for 30, 35 years that have these stores as well. So it's completely different generation. But, you know, everyone's changing it. And then I came up with the idea. I'm like, I really love coffee. A friend of mine was actually roasting coffee at the time. He had his own brand. And he still continues to roast. We roast our own coffee. We bring different beans. We thought like a completely different experience, right? We also have our liquor license. So trade days, that's pretty good. Guys come in with their kids, the dads have a beer and the kids look at cards, or they do trades, right? We want a nice, relaxing, fun atmosphere, completely different from any other sports card shop. That's what we wanted to bring to the.
And do you feel like you get like at Timmy's, like do you feel like you get a morning rush, like guys coming in grabbing a coffee, but maybe like grabbing a pack or a box real quick while they're waiting or something like that? And then obviously with the trade nights too, that, like you said, that's probably like, hey, I'll take a beer while the kids, looking around and that.
We do trade nights. We do actually trade days. We do them on Saturdays from 1 to 5.
Nice.
We're actually having one this Saturday on the 28th. We're doing a Halloween trade day where you come dressed up in a costume and you get a chance to win. We're giving away a Palais autograph Beckett Authentic jersey as well. So we do our giveaways we make sure the giveaways are really good. Customers really like our giveaways. They really like the way we interact with them as well. It's like I said, the coffee sales part is a tough go. We're still working on that as we go. We're growing slowly day by day. There are different coffee shops within the area, so everyone has their kind of own specialty coffee here. So we kind of we wanted to come in, like I said, try something different, and the coffee's slowly growing. So we just got to get there still.
Yeah, I hear you. Tough when you got to probably a Timmy's too on every freaking corner,
every other street corner. So
yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have drive-throughs, right? So we don't have a drive them too. So yeah, exactly. Everyone's hooked to Tim Hortons. Our goal is when we do our coffee is the freshness. The longer it stays in the bag, the not as fresh it is. Just to make it in simple terms. So we actually print the roast date on our bags. And it's sometimes within a week, and it's still, it's amazing still. Like we have a nice Guatemalan bean right now. It's like an earthy flavor, chocolatey flavor. It's so good.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a big coffee guy. I know.
So we're not a Starbucks type of coffee. We're traditional. Like we want you to try our coffee black because that's where the best flavor comes from. Sorry, I know this is not sports cards, but I feel like this is something I need to explain on the shop side.
We talk it all. We talk it all on this show. It doesn't matter what it is. We're always talking about whatever.
Right, and kind of in sequence with that, I'm curious. Do you find that sometimes you're having people come in for the cup of coffee and then they're like curious about the cards? And do you find yourself having to educate them on the hobby a little bit from time to time?
Yes, absolutely. We actually get quite a bit of a lot of guys, that were collecting back in the day are coming in now and, thinking, even though it's junk wax stuff they're bringing in, but I still like to look at that stuff. But they're always curious how it works. What do you guys do? Because we also do breaking and stuff like that. We have our own Facebook group that we do breaks on. So we try to explain to them how the breaking works, even the whole card market. We explain how it's gone up from how I explained to you earlier from 2018 to 19 and 20, right? So until now. So we try to explain and be as honest as, as helpful, not honest, but helpful as possible on our end to get the hobby even more growing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm curious, Oh my god, I just lost my question.
Oh no, I was gonna jump in
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Oh,
and say-
Elena's over there. There you go.
Hi, Elena here over on the
voice
Old
of
Country
God,
Buffet
Elena.
set. But
voice
we
of
have some people in the chat I just wanted to mention. We have Dewey is a first time chatter. He said, "Hey Steven, it's me, Eric." I don't know if you know who Eric is. But a lot of people are just commenting on your coffee saying it's like better than Timmy's and better than Dunkin'. So
I thank you. First of all, I appreciate those comments, guys. We do say, like a lot of people have come in and said that, and I appreciate everyone's honesty. People love our espressos. Our iced coffee was a big hit this summer. People really love that. So our espressos like our main sales are cappuccinos, iced coffees, and espressos right now. We don't do too much. Like we do lattes as well and stuff like that, but nothing in Americanos, but nothing too crazy. Like we don't do like those pumpkin spice lattes and stuff like that.
yeah,
Sorry, guys.
you had someone named Mr. Mook, but he said, "Tell Steve Mookie is here," and saying that your iced coffee is elite. And yeah, you're having a lot of guests from up north right now.
Look at everybody
revealing themselves.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate this. These guys are all in my group, and I appreciate the support. My group is we're a family. We only have 1,600 members. A lot of other groups are in the thousands or 10,000s, and we just have a very tight community in our group. Guys are allowed to buy and sell, and these guys, they support us day in and day out. And I love my followers and my friends and everything. Mookie actually is one of the halal boys. He does our Thursday night breaks on Instagram.
Nice.
So
That's awesome. How cool is it for you to start up this business and see that you've built the community like you have now?
So I'm just gonna do a quick backtrack. So I'm originally from a town called Brampton, our city in Brampton, which is just outside of GTA. But my store is in Grimsby. So the first year I was actually driving that. It's like 180 kilometers. I don't know how to put that into miles, but an hour and a half one way, an hour and a half back the other way. And the community, when we first opened, really came out with open arms. The community, it's a small town. Grimsby is a really small town. Everyone seems to know each other out here. So we're also growing. And people are really liking us. We also have like farmers markets here on Thursdays. Not now because summer's done, of course. But, it was good. I was handing out free espressos to people and stuff like that so they can try our coffees. The community is very friendly. And, a lot of kids are coming into our store, which I love. Kids, like I said, they're the future of the hobby. And, and I'm not going to lie, guys. Everyone that's 15 or under is only asking for soccer. And I'm in a hockey town. So, the kids love us, what we do. A lot of the kids follow us on TikTok and all of our socials. And, it's like I said, the community is great here, man. I don't know what else to say. It's a great community.
No, it's amazing. Couple of things I want to clear up. GTA is Greater Toronto area.
Didn't
for
know
those.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
GTA.
not Grand Theft
I
Auto.
So-
literally was thinking Grand Theft Auto.
No.
So, Steven,
Guys.
when we spoke, I guess I should have revealed more, but we're right over in Niagara, like right outside of Niagara Falls, New York. We're like in Buffalo area, so we're not far
I
from.
know where you guys are. You guys are like literally 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes from you drive, give or take. Depends on the border.
Depend-
How long-
yeah.
Well,
the
right.
border.
Depends what bridge you go
Which
over.
bridge you go? I was gonna say which bridge you use, but we'll have to get you over here one time. And obviously now I want to come up and like try the
Absolutely,
coffee and some
guys.
stuff like that for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
But you want to know? I wanted to get to obviously we know you do coffee, we know you do cards, but you mentioned breaking a couple times. You mentioned there's some other things I know you guys do. So besides just living as a card store and a coffee store, what else do you services do you guys provide?
Oh, so like you said, we do breaks on our Facebook. We do a lot of hockey and soccer breaks. We do trade days once a month. We also do lives on Thursdays on our Instagram, Coffee with Cards. Make sure you add the CWC if you want to join. So that's with some of my employees do that. We start usually around 7, 8 o'clock, depending on how busy we are here. And I go to a lot of. I did it quite a bit in the summer, but I actually go around to certain functions and stuff like that where I'll hand out free packs to kids. And I've been to like a soccer tournament, even for my kids' soccer team. I did it. I handed out free packs to everyone in this community. So I'm going to be actually going this Friday to the place in Hamilton called End Zones. And I will be actually doing a live break with Christian Jack. I don't know if you know who Christian Jack is. He used to be a TSN soccer panelist before. So I'm going to be doing a live break because we're having the CPL. We're having the CPL final here, which is the Canadian Professional Soccer League.
I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's being hosted here in Hamilton, which is like 20 minutes from where I am. I live in Hamilton myself now. And so I'm going to be there on the Friday. We're going to get to see the trophy, meet some of the players. It's going to be a pretty good time, and I'm going to be handing out free packs to kids as always. Like I love kids. Mike, I have 2 boys myself. They're starting to get a little bit into the hobby, and just watching them open packs is that's all I care about, man. It's the joy. Even on a base card, my son will pull a base Ronaldo or base Luka Modric card, and he's happy as hell. So it's just about the pleasure, man. That's all it is. Pleasure seeing kids open packs.
I miss being that age for sure. And
yeah.
Steven, I just remembered a perfect time to come to the shop and come see you then. I'll be going to the Grey Cup November 19th. That's being played at Tim Hortons Field.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Who are you supporting?
Well, I mean, hopefully the Tie Cats will be in it, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see who I support, but just a great atmosphere at Tim Hortons Field. So I just want to be there for the experience of like actually going to a Grey Cup. Right. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, the town of Hamilton, I don't know exactly, but the Hamilton, even around the downtown, has a lot of big things setting up for it as well.
For sure, yeah.
So it's going to be great to see everything.
So now I'm curious because I know CFL's huge up in Canada, obviously. I love it too, and I'm not even from Canada. Do you ever find people walking in wondering if there's CFL cards or like if there's like a CFL collecting scene?
Occasionally, not as much as you think. Occasionally, but we do get some guys. Actually, I went to a Forge FC game, and on display they had the very first ever Upper Deck CFL cards there.
Wow.
In the stadium. So when you go to Tim Hortons Field, they're just you'll see it on display there. It's gonna be pretty cool. But we do get guys come in. I have guys brought in CFL cards, older ones to look at, which is pretty cool. And I never collected it myself, so it's pretty cool to see. But other than that, not too much. Everyone likes the more NFL, to be honest here.
Gotcha.
Now, something that I found interesting that you talked about was soccer. And earlier today, I was literally just on Instagram and I was flipping through something, and somebody said about soccer, them really thinking that it's going to be the future of the hobby. And I feel like you were kind of leaning towards that. You were just saying that, soccer seems to be getting a big kick now. So what do you think about the role soccer could play in the next few years in the hobby?
So as we all know, soccer is the most watched sport in the world already. North America is still behind on that, I feel. And first of all, the soccer cards really didn't start till the 90s. It's still young compared to basketball and baseball, where baseball, I don't know when did it start, the 30s or even the 20s, like their cards started to come out, right?
Yeah.
So it's a younger market. It's a worldwide sport, which one of the most watched sports in the world, with the World Cup coming also in 2026 as well, with the joint World Cup with Canada, America, and Mexico. That's going to be a huge thing coming in as well within the next 2 years. Then we also have, I just feel like the kids that come into my store, like I said, everyone under 50 wants soccer. And I noticed that compared to like up here anyways, hockey is very expensive to play, to join and for parents to pay for, where soccer is not that much. It's more affordable for parents. So kids are getting into a lot more. Like the soccer growth has been, I think I read somewhere over 30% or 40% within the last 2 or 3 years here. So, and I feel like even in America, it's the same amount of growth as well. I could be wrong, but it's just growing every day. It's people love their Ronaldos, kids love their Messis, even if it's a base card. You got even kids coming in, going back to collecting, like, for example, rest in peace, Sir Bobby Charlton, who just passed away the other day. But people want his like rookie cards or stickers, and I'm like, I can't even, I don't even have that because it's so long ago, right?
Yeah.
But like, because stickers what really started the soccer card market, and a lot of people still feel that stickers are the rookie cards of the soccer cards when it comes out, which for some of them they are. Like Diego Maradona card, there was no such thing as cards back then. His is going to be a sticker, right? But now what's happening, I've noticed a lot of people rather have their Prism rookie or Topps Finest rookie or something like that, the card instead of the sticker. The sticker still holds value, but I just feel like it's the other way around. I feel the hobby shifted that so far.
Now, with all that being said, something that you just said, you mentioned pricing, and I talked to you the other day, and I wanted to get your thoughts though on how do you feel about Series 1, meaning Upper Deck Series 1 hockey 23-24. Obviously, the reconfiguration for the first time in 20 years, and I know you've been cracking it. I've seen some of your stuff on Instagram. So, just I wanted to get your thoughts on the product so far after a week or two being out now.
So yeah, to be honest with you, I really like it. One thing us collectors don't do is compliment the like the companies that create these cards. We always seem to put them down when they do a bad job, but when they do a good job, no one really compliments them. But Upper Deck really did a good job on this, and I'm super stoked. They cut it from 24 to 12 packs. Instead of 1 hit per pack, you're getting 3 hits per pack. And it seemed like there's more than 6 Young Guns per box on average. They have of course, they added the SP of Connor Bedard in there now. People thought at first it was a SSSSSSSP, but it's only an S. It's an SP. It's still an SP. It's still an SP. So which is pretty good. There are a couple of good rookies also, up and comers that a lot of guys like. There's probably maybe about 4 or 5, maybe 6 guys. Like you got Devin Levy from Buffalo in there, which are your guys there. We're also big fans of Buffalo up here. We also like I forgot some of their names right now, but Ridley Gregg is another one from Ottawa who I really like.
Played him.
Coronado from Calgary, Wolf the goalie. I can't pronounce the Nashville's goalie.
Oskarov.
Thank you, Oskarov. Pelletary. I think I mentioned Coronado and stuff. So guys like that, those are guys that have potential, right? So like Coronado, also from Nashville, Evangelista is also playing very well right now. So, and adding like now you can get numbered Young Guns, like the deluxe or 1 of 1s, man. How can you not like it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
the chance to pull a 1 of 1. And guys, it's not that expensive. You know what I mean? Like the boxes if you're comparing to other sports, we're selling them for $147.99 Canadian. That's our price plus tax, which is 13%, right?
Yeah.
But like the thing is, like compared to basketball and baseball, or not baseball, sorry, but more basketball and football, who are really expensive. This is a great price because the return on these could be good, especially if you hit like a Bedard or even some of these other Young Guns that I just mentioned. So
yeah, and I know you hit one of the Hughes Eyes checklist Young Guns. I know you did that in a little pack.
Yeah, we did a little pack battle there, so that was fun. Yeah, so Nice was good. Nice, thank you, Nice, Jack Hughes, a couple of guys. Jesus, I forgot to mention those guys. Those are probably the 2 main guys right now.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So I mean, does it get you pumped for Series 2? And I'm thinking too is like, we're probably Bedard, probably Fantilli, probably Carlson, but where do we fit in the other guys? Like who do you think they might leave for extended series? I know like Poitras for Boston's been playing good. Obviously Logan Cooley drafted a couple years ago, but now starting for the Coyotes this year. Zach Benson as well. I feel like this could potentially be a very, very deep roster class rookie class, and it seems like it's the perfect time for them to revamp the product.
Yeah, we haven't had a chase like this since Connor McDavid, right? So so that's back in 15-16, correct me if I'm wrong, but so and even his stuff at that time, remember the hobby wasn't hot then, so it's now his stuff is like crazy, like to buy boxes of Upper Deck or tins even are super crazy right now. But I feel like even with Series 2, they're saying it's supposed to be the better checklist than Series 1, according to Upper Deck and other customers who are telling me as well. But for extended series, that's gonna be a tough one. I really can't give you an answer on that, to be honest with you. But you mentioned some names that are a possibility for sure. But Series 2, everyone is super stoked about it. Everyone wants that Bedard Young Gun, and Fantilli as well. But mostly everyone wants Bedard for sure.
Yeah.
Is he going to be that next McDavid or Crosby or Ovechkin. We don't know. It's still young to tell. So, but it's brought the hockey market back up, which is good. So.
Yep, and I think that's what the hockey market needed, a little bit of a jolt, and he seems to be giving it to him. So I'm excited about that for sure.
Completely agree.
Did you have anything else?
I'm really looking forward to the Bedard sweepstakes for who the
Gets
young
that-
guns. The young guns for Bedard are going to be absolutely insane. And the thought of a 1-of-1 and what that price might end up being, really getting the wheel spinning. So
No doubt. No doubt.
Oh yeah, if it's gonna be that 101 outburst, the new insert that they added, that would be pretty insane. I can't wait to see that type of card. It would be what it would sell for. I don't know now because McDavid's stuff didn't have the 101, right? Didn't have the number. This is the first time ever Upper Deck added numbered cards to their series 1 and 2s. So we don't value. I honestly can't give you guys what it would sell for or something like that. But we'll see, man. I'm super excited to see what it has to bring. And hopefully it does bring something crazy value because hockey needs it. Hockey's a great sport all around. I call them the gladiators of athletes.
Yep.
The puck never leaves the rink. They always have to stay in. They're battling it out. Probably the toughest guys I've ever met in my life. We had actually Owen Power one time come to the shop here.
Nice.
And guy's a giant.
Yeah,
He's
a big dude.
He's a giant, big dude, tough kids, just great. Oh, thanks for adding that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
he's actually from Mississauga, so he's not too far from us. So he's right there. I got some family in Mississauga, so yeah, he's literally right there. He's super close.
Tallest #1 draft pick in NHL history.
That's interesting.
So
I did not know that. Slavkovsky wasn't taller. Slavkovsky's big on skates. I saw him the other night.
When I looked like a few months ago when we were still doing Trivia Tuesday, RIP. One of my questions was who was the tallest #1 pick, and it was Owen Power.
Interesting. Steven, last thing I wanted to ask you is Toronto Sport Card Expo obviously coming up. So what's Coffee with Cards plans for that?
So like I said, we've been setting up there for a long time already. It's the expo has been, I've seen it from 2018 till now. It has grown just huge. Like we have to get another hall for the past 2 or 3 shows now, maybe more. I can't remember exactly, but the expo is going to be fun. We got a lot of guys. Actually, I went to the Nationals, guys, this year, and I spent the whole 5 days or 4 days, whatever it was. I went with my family, and I noticed a difference. So the National is overwhelming in a good way. There's a lot of people and stuff like that, but the expo, you're going to see a lot of hockey, right? It's going to be about 70% hockey. I guarantee you that. But you'll see a lot of basketball. I find more soccer, since I'm a soccer collector, at the expo than I did at the National. Because I find there's a lot of baseball, a lot of football, a lot of basketball, which is, I find a given. But at the expo here, you just get a good variety where even though 70% of it's still hockey, you're still getting a good variety of a lot of other collectors here. And we got a great, I don't know if you guys saw the panel for who's signing, but the panel this year is
big names.
Wow. We got Mike Tyson, Ric Flair, Carey Price, just to name a few guys, right? I see your guys' eyes. I think you guys might even come now.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll be there. So I'll come see you.
Awesome, man.
I will 100% be there. Elena
awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Too. Yeah. Like I said, and we will be we're working on a giveaway for customers that come to our booth that day. So we haven't announced it yet. So I will be announcing that hopefully soon. But yeah, it's, and also November 1st, SP Authentic is coming out for hockey.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a good one as well it's going to be for the release, for the expo. So it should be good as well, but it should be a good experience, good fun. I don't know if you've ever been before, but I always have
I can't wait. It's one of my favorite shows of the year. So I'm super excited about it.
Awesome.
So, hey, man, I just wanted to thank you for your time. I appreciate you getting on with us here for a little bit this morning. And hopefully we didn't take too much of your time. I know you got to go to the store. But last thing we like to do for every guest is give you the floor and let everybody know where they can find you on social medias, where they can find your breaks, and then obviously store hours and everything like that.
All right, thank you. So we're Coffee with Cards. We have Facebook, Coffee with Cards, same name as what I just mentioned. Instagram, Coffee with Cards, CWC. We also are on TikTok, Coffee with Cards. We're also on YouTube, Coffee with Cards. We're on all socials pretty much. Our store hours, Monday to Friday, are from 10 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday from 10 to 2. Like I said, we do once a month trade days. Most of our breaks are on Facebook. And we do a lot of lives on Thursdays on our Instagram as well, guys. So come check us out. We're at 48 Main Street West, Grimsby, Ontario. Coffee with Cards, guys. And it'll be great to meet everyone who comes by, man.
Fantastic,
Beauty.
man. Thank you so much. It was a great chat. And we'd love to
Thank you,
have you
guys.
back. We'd love to have you back on later, maybe in the hockey season for some more releases and we can kind of break some stuff down. But I'll definitely be seeing you at the Toronto Expo and then maybe again when I head up there for the Grey Cup. So have a fantastic rest of the week, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Absolutely. You guys as well. Have a fantastic day, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
this.
Later. There you go, guys. Stephen Kanjar, Coffee with Cards.
There you go.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to going to the store now because it's
I'm excited to try the coffee.
yeah. Well,
I
there
know.
we go, Elena.
Coffee's probably amazing.
Elena, maybe we'll make a stop on our way to Toronto.
Is it on the way? Or is it,
Yeah, we have to pass Grimsby to get to Toronto.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Who needs Tim Hortons packs?
No.
Well,
No, we're getting those too.
well,
Don't
yeah.
worry. Hold on a
Listen,
second.
Troy and I know how to travel together at this point where we make appropriate stops for enough food and drink and cards.
We know what we're doing.
We know what- we know
Drink,
what-
food, and cards. It's like the three
Wow.
necessities.
Elena, he's actually going to make 2 stops on a road trip? I can't believe that.
Oh, yeah. Remember the trauma coming back from the National?
Hey, Troy, can I use the bathroom?
Well, listen.
Ray's like, I hate to do this, but I've been having to pee for the last 2 hours. Oh, his rear
You
end.
guys always make me seem like the bad guy.
Troy,
The only
don't
reason I said
gaslight
that,
me.
no, you guys are gaslighting
No,
me.
we're
The only reason I said that to David when I got mad because we were like an hour away. We were so close, and I was like, I just wanted to get
See,
home. I'm sorry.
The 10 minutes. will
The
just-
less stops we have to make on a trip, the better, because we can get to where we gotta go quicker.
Okay,
Well,
Dad.
sorry, I'll pee myself the next time.
You need a catheter.
Get a bottle. Yeah, catheter.
Everyone needs a catheter on a road trip with Troy.
All right. Anyways, this guy's got a lot to talk about, though. We're gonna have to give him
I
some
just realized we're going
appropriate
from
time.
We're going from a Steve to a Steve.
Steve to a Steve. So I think you're gonna introduce this,
Yeah, so
right? Yeah.
we're bringing on another
Yeah.
guest. You know, how about Breaker Steve? He's going to talk some basketball. Obviously, we're all ready. Opening night was last night. Denver picked up a win, and the Suns picked up a win. I didn't see any of it. I was very tired, as you guys can tell. But Steve is going to come on and give us some
just a
players to
tired
be on
guy.
the look for. So, Steve, come join. Come join.
Come on.
Come say hello.
You wanna sit right
All
here?
right. I'll sit right next to you.
Yeah, I wanna
I'm
make
gonna
sure-
sit
I wanna
as
make sure-
close as possible. Let's get nice and close right here. Hi.
Hey,
Hi
buddy.
guys.
Hello.
How you
What's
doing,
up?
Stavi?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm actually I can't say all right. I'm doing fantastic.
I bet you
we
are.
had basketball on last night. We had basketball on last night. You know, there was a game 7 of
Sure.
baseball playoffs. Hockey was doing every game. You know,
how'd
trying out this frozen frenzy. No.
How'd
No.
Louis-
No.
How are you
Louisiana
gonna sit here and
Texas?
disrespect hockey after we just talked about it for
I
like
won't.
20 minutes?
I won't
Okay, please
disrespect
don't.
hockey. I'm going to
Please
give
don't.
basketball the respect it needs. Game 7,
Somebody's got it.
hockey. I'll pop that on the phone for a little bit here and there.
Steve also came in
We
at
were
the end
watching
of the day when I was breaking, and he goes, "The real big game, Liberty, 7-0 in college football tonight."
No, they're still undefeated, Dave. They're still undefeated. That fourth quarter electric, too. 40 points total by those two teams. I mean, if you're not watching college football on a Tuesday, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
The degeneracy
Grocery
just doesn't
shopping.
stop.